is yet falling inside. We too have read about the snares and plagues that they sees find. We'll take a cup of kindness yet falling inside. Falling inside, my dear, falling inside. We'll take a cup of kindness yet falling inside. Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot and falling inside? Falling inside, my dear, falling inside. We'll take a cup of kindness yet falling inside.
A junkie walking through the twilight. I'm on my way home. I left 3 days ago, but no one seems to know I'm gone. Home is where the hatred is. Home is filled with pain, and it might not be such a bad idea if I never went home again. Stand as far away from me as you can and ask me why. Hang on to your rosy bead, close your eyes to watch me die. You keep saying, kick it, quit it, kick it, quit it, God, but did you ever try to turn your sick soul inside out so that the world can watch you die? Everybody join in this melody. That's the only way we're gonna be free.
My black people, it's all about the unity. There's nothing they can do with us, so ain't nobody.
We are in a state of emergency. Want a song about it? Like to hear? Here it go. Free your
Everybody jump.
But you know what? The worst thing to me is that the type and caliber of people he's dealing with, like you gentlemen, and me, and Noble, and then we ain't the type of people that will not kill him. You understand what I'm saying?
And I see your face at night. Toss and turn, fall to sleep, holding my pillow tight. All the time I think of you.
Yeah. I want that. Oh, I need that. Got to have that. It's one of these days you gon' see me, but I've been right here all this time. Hey, 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 you gonna reach out to touch me, but I won't be there by your side. No, you're gonna wish you could drink me, thirsty like the desert ground.
My black people, it's all about the unity. There's nothing they can do with us, so ain't nobody.
In a state of emergency. Prejudice. Want a song about it? Like to hear? Here it go. Free your mind.
Keep it real.
What dear?
Because I keeps it real like that. I keeps it real.
So humble now, a man of men now let it shine. This is what you are, this is how it has been now. This is what to be, and a kind of man now. This is what to see, with a kind of meaning. This is what to feel, with a kind of feeling. We are growing higher. We are growing higher. We are growing higher and higher.
Your living room, as long as it's around your home. And love man not to defend himself. Not at this late stage. Can't tell a man he ain't got no right to nowhere. Not in this day and age. Some may not touch a whole lot of people, persuaded by the truth. But take a look at what's going on.
And make sure you check out get your t-shirt, get your t-shirt. Mine free. I wouldn't even pay for this shirt. I wouldn't even pay for this shirt for real. But go to Soul Liberation Day 2022. Make sure you check it out. In the description box, all kinds of information. And subscribe.
Everybody join in this melody. That's the only way we're gonna be free. Everybody join in this melody. That's the only way we're gonna be free.
I will whoop your ass. 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 You up? You up? You up? You up? You up? You up?
To ring out in perfect harmony, Terry Ellis becomes the first of the divas to offer the world her singular sound. And she does just that on Southern
Yeah. I'll call for something. Yeah. All right.
Everybody who is black and interested in black people, let us sit down and find out how we can get together in one direction against one enemy and accomplish this job overnight.
When soul singer and black activist Sam Cooke wrote the lyrics to his song, "A Change Is Gonna Come," it was very direct and to the point. With some changes to it, the song was still digestible. In the year 2019, black folks continue to go through the change rather than direct the change. A community activist named Taalik Ibn'rad has made an appeal similar to what Sam Cooke was asking for. A change. It's said that the meek shall inherit the earth. We ask when. When will the landlords give the meek a free lease? Mr. Ibn'rad is humbly asking for the state of Mississippi. This is Dusty Basement Studios, and we approve of this message.
Okay, everyone, presentations. This is Soul Brother Taalik sending out greetings to everyone in YouTube and social media as we here at Operation Exodus Mississippi and Reality Temple on Earth Ministries present to you with our annual Soul Liberation Day anniversary on this day of December 7, 2021. Furthermore, I would start out with saying that much has happened on this platform of Reality Temple on Earth since our last annual Soul Liberation of Soul Celebration, in which we have had to purge numerous individuals from our platform due to hypocrisy and backstabbing. Therefore, we have to continue to keep cleaning house so our platform could begin on a more better note with the coming year of 2022. Our goal for over 3 years will be to continue toward getting the Operation of Exodus Mississippi campaign off the ground so we can finally, once and for all, take political control of the state of Mississippi to carve out a better future for those of us among the 40+ million dark-skinned descendants of soul brothers and sisters in this nation that's still living under the slave-like oppressive condition after at least almost 500 years. Although despite numerous attempts by those to sabotage our platform that could prevent us from our quest for taking on the total liberation of all dark-skinned descendants of slaves born in America, we still continue to fight for complete liberation with all 40+ million soul black people here in America until we take our last breath. And we will continue to invite all of whom wish to sincerely help us to get this Mississippi campaign off the ground. Be it whether you're a soul dark-skinned person, a African, a Latino, Hispanic, or even a Caucasian. It does not matter because true freedom, justice, and equality is a human issue, not just a soul black issue. However, again, long as you're totally sincere in helping us on this mission, you're welcome to join aboard on this soul train so we as a people can finally get to the promised land. And to add to this point, of course, I will share with those of you in the YouTube and Facebook audience, including those of you in the chat sections of this live podcast, that since I've been on not only the journey path of liberation for a people in doing my part to help, I have also been on an individual journey or path that starts with self before one can reach out to help assist others in this quest of life, of course. And on that note, I've come to excuse me. I've come quite a ways that on that note, I've come from humble beginnings, of course, that started from my childhood as a boy, growing up in Michigan and New York, to ending up being homeless on the streets across America and even in Canada at different points in my adult life. This experience consisted with my battles of drug addiction and incarceration periods in jails, prisons, and institutions. Now, fortunately, the last time I was homeless while struggling with drug addiction, I was in a position where I got help to overcome homelessness and drug addiction over several years ago, of course. And since I have, then I have been in school, and for just the last few years, in the adult program, pursuing my GED. Brothers and sisters, friends, which I would say is not an easy task, of course, as some people may think, but I have been pushing on and will not stop until I accomplish this achievement of getting my GED, so I can finally be more free to move on in other areas of improving my own personal quality of life, along with continuing to assist as an activist toward helping to totally liberate all dark-skinned descendants of slaves born in America from the oppression of racism and inequality. In this past year, though, since our last Soul Liberation celebration, I have seen other areas of personal growth, which has opened my eyes more to the realities of life in general. And one of those changes is being more internally carefully on who to trust, well as those external enemies on the outside is concerned. Because, like, for an example, with the Operation Exodus Mississippi campaign, certain situations have allowed me to be more selective on who I talk with. Social media has become in the world and society as a whole. One simply can't be so quick to trust people. And that's the bottom line to that point, especially looking try to destroy this platform. Always doing attempts. But I would say this, though. All we have done from here at Reality's Temple on Earth is come with real love, unity, and peace, of course. And, for true liberation of an oppressed people as well, in our attempts to make that a reality. Just for some individuals to make mockery and sabotage and undermine and backstab this ministries, which is why we begin in 2021 with simply purging people from our platform. And like I said, before welcoming a fresh new start, along with people that will bring up nothing but positive upliftment to our goal of what we're attempting to accomplish. And with that said, people, soul brothers and sisters and friends, and all audience who will be listening to this podcast, with no furthermore introduction, I will pass the mic on to our number one soul brother, Angelsnupnup7.
In the name of our ancestors, peace forever and always, and welcome to another edition of what we call the Reality's Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. I am the gatekeeper or the host of this program, known here on social media. Wherever you may find me, I am known as the Mighty Angelsnupnup7. I am your soul brother, number one. I want to thank our brother Taalik for his opening this live stream that we call Soul Liberation Day 2022. And unfortunately, at this time, our channel has been severely terminated by another faction of those we call the demons of darkness. But I do not want us to be upset. And we should not be angry, because this is expected, as every time on this media called YouTube, as soon as Angelsnupnup7 gets too much attention, the corporation called Google always find a way to terminate our channels. But I would like to take a quote or paraphrase from Whoopi Goldberg in The Color Purple. I might be black and I might be ugly, but we still here. I might only have 10 subscribers. I might only get 10 views. But guess what? We are still the most powerful voice on social media. We are still the most powerful voice on YouTube. Here we are, and our channels have been terminated, and people are still crying about us. Angelsnupnup, Reality Temple, the Deacons of Reality. It's really amazing. It's amazing of how the tide turns. But it's going to turn because when you stand on truth, not your truth, not my truth, when you stand on the real truth, and hopefully it favors you, hopefully it favors us, you're going to make it. You don't have to worry about that. I want to say, Angelsnupnup7 is not perfect. Many of you have listened to Angelsnupnup7 a very long time. You have never heard me say that I'm perfect, that I don't make mistakes, that I don't commit error. You never heard me say those things. I'm not perfect. But I do have a severe problem with honesty, and my honesty keeps me in trouble, because there are those who claim they want the truth, or they want you to be real, but when you bring them the real, when you bring them the truth, they have a problem with it. this is the root of our current situation, is that I wanted to be truthful. I wanted to be real. And then they could not handle the real. They could not handle the honest critique, the reality of the situation. We celebrate Soul Liberation Day because it is a day outside of your birth that we celebrate ourselves. We celebrate Thanksgiving and Veterans Day and Mother's Day and Christmas, which is a favorite Pan-African holiday. I just learned that Christmas is a favorite Pan-African holiday. Merry Christmas to all those Garveyites. We celebrate all these different holidays, but we never celebrate ourselves except our birth. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. But the thing about celebrating your birthday is you haven't done nothing. You just celebrated the fact that you was born. And should that be a happy birthday? Should that be a happy birthday? Because when you come, or when we come into this life, your struggle begins. Your problems begin. Now, how many of you before you was born can you complain about your prior existence? Now, there are those who claim a prior existence. I was here in a former life. But you don't hear them complain. I would like to put up a lot of these comments on the screen, but I don't want to lose track, so please excuse me. I would like to put all the comments up here, but to try to keep on where I need to go throws me off because I have to click these things here. So I apologize. So we come into this world with problems. Your first problem is we was developed in water. And when you come into this world, you got to breathe air. That's your first problem, because if you are unable to breathe air, you're going to die. Your next problem is finding something to eat, because if you don't find something to eat, if you don't find your mama's breast, if you don't find that can of Similac, you're going to die. In life, your problems begin. But life helps all life by giving us a brain, an instinct, so that we can help us solve the problem of surviving in life, because life is problems. So we say, happy birthday, but is it really happy? Because life is full of problems. I just want to live a happy life. No such thing. Life is problems. Constant problems until the day you die. Now, some people's problems may not be as severe as others, but life is problems. whether it is relationships, trying to find food and water, or trying to dodge a car crossing the street, your life is full of problems. So Soul Liberation Day, on an individual sense, it is our celebration of us solving our problems in our existence. So you spent 2, 3, 10 years to go to school and get a degree. You should be celebrated. That is a huge accomplishment. Learning how to drive a car at 15 years old. All of our accomplishments. We should be able to celebrate ourselves. For me, what inspired Soul Liberation Day is that I was locked up for 10 years. And I was able to overcome that in my life and go on to do better things. And so that's what this is. A celebration of your own life. Let's give us a round of applause for yourself. That's what we want to do. A round of applause for yourself. Your accomplishments. I want to dedicate this live stream to our ancestors who are living. We dedicate Soul Liberation Day to our ancestors who are living. Those who are in prison, those who are in jails, those who are in nursing homes, or like our sister Asada Shakur, she's in exile. All over YouTube, you hear people talk about ancestors that they never knew 5,000 years ago, 1,000,000 years ago, 50,000 years ago, or whatever. And you ignore the ancestors that you could know or you could have known right in your own house in your lifetime. Some of them are your grandfather, great-great-grandfather, great-great-grandfather, right here in the bosom of America with you right now. Many of our freedom fighters are in prison right now. Our people are in jail, nursing homes. One of the purposes, or one of the things under the Operation Exodus Mississippi campaign is that we want to build a memorial for the living and the dead. All those who was Black Panthers, all those who was Nation of Islam, all those who was UNIA, all those who whatever they done in the struggle, just like they have the Vietnam Memorial and the World War II, whatever, our freedom fighters, known and unknown, they should have a memorial. And that's what we want to do with Operation Exodus Mississippi campaign. We also want to have a wall of shame for all those lazy pieces of garbage who didn't participate in doing nothing but they benefit. And you know it. Like some of the people that's coming into my chat room right now that don't participate, that will not participate in our liberation at all. So they need to be, they should have the honor of having a wall. So when our next generations, as they come up looking for their relatives, is your relative going to be on a wall of honor, or is it going to be on the wall of shame? And you should be shamed, being silly, lazy, selfish, and arrogant, that you don't want to participate in the upliftment of your babies that you had. All these children did not ask to be here. You, in your vanity, you brought them here. For what? What purpose? So they can become a slave like you. A Muslim slave. A Hebrew Israelite slave. A Christian slave. And the list goes on and on. You've done nothing and doing nothing to secure their future. And you should be shamed. And you need to be honored on the wall of shame. We dedicate Soul Liberation Day to the living, those in prison, those in jails, those who are in nursing homes, and like Assata Shakur, those who are in exile. Operation Exodus Mississippi campaign. We could bring her back home so she could leave this earth in dignity, in the bosom of the people who she sacrificed for. Let her know that we care about her sacrifice. But the only thing we do is talk and put on a show. Slave ass Negroes. This is the sad thing about it. During the 1960s, there was children like myself. There was children that went on the battlefield. Children. They left their schoolroom. They left their schoolroom and went into the battlefield. And they faced dogs. And they faced fire hoses. And they went to jail. I read one of the experiences, one of the children. They locked them up, a cell that was meant for 4 or 5 people. They put 25 or whatever in the jail, these children, in filth. Children wasn't allowed to go to the bathroom, they're urinating on themselves. But these children, where was the men? Where was the men at? These children was the sons and daughters of somebody. Where was their parents? The children on the battlefield and the parents selling booty on the corner, getting drunk. I just got to go to my job. I don't want to lose my job, you know. That's what they was doing, selling dope. There was just a few people that was fighting. The majority of our people was not helping Dr. King. They was not helping Malcolm X. They was not helping Medgar Evers. They was not doing nothing, sitting on their lazy ass. And I would tell you, that's exactly what my people was doing. They wasn't doing nothing. In the South, in Mississippi, on the porch, bullying each other, beating each other up, but doing nothing against the enemy. My grandfather, my mother, my grandmother, and all these people wasn't doing a damn thing. But here I am, a little boy. I understood enough that we was living under oppression, and I did whatever I could at 8 years old to rebel against Jim Crow. Now, some of y'all might think that ain't nothing. Here I am. I didn't even understand the seriousness of what I'm doing. I'm living in Jim Crow. Talking about the hell with the white man by myself. What was you doing at 8, 9 years old? Not a damn thing. Playing with Barbie doll. Going to get you some ice cream from the ice cream. That's what you was doing. You wasn't doing nothing. And here we are right now. We are adults. And these children from the 60s have more heart than you do right now as an adult. They face the white man. They face the enemy face to face. Anybody can talk bad on a YouTube video. Anybody can run your mouth on a YouTube video. The Nation of Islam did not face the enemy. They just talked. Dr. King and those in the civil rights movement, they was actually face to face with the enemy. The Black Panthers face to face with the enemy. Who are you to try to make mockery or degrade anybody that was part of the struggle, doing the best they could, considering? None of you qualify to talk about nobody from the 1960s, 1930s, or any time, any part of our history, those who was fighting no matter what strategy they was trying to use. You are in no position to criticize nobody because your ass don't have no track record at all. You ain't done nothing except sit on your ass and eat bonbons and watch videos, Dr. King fighting, Malcolm X fighting, reading about Nat Turner, but you're not a Nat Turner. You're a Nat, G-N-A-T, but you're not Nat Turner. I dedicate Soul Liberation Day to the warriors facing hopeless odds. Children. I was locked up. I'm facing hopeless odds. You're not a fighter. You have worms, you have frogs, you have roaches that's going to lose the fight when you crush them. They steady trying to fight. Hold on to life. But you can't be like a roach or a frog because you're dead. That's why you have no fight for your life. You're in the grave. That's why we can say this people was called Negro or the dead people. You have no life. You have no fight. Because the whole 20-some million should have been fighting. Now there's 40-some million and you're laying on your ass talking about the science of stuff and the history of stuff, but you ain't took up with no fight. Whether it's mentally or physically, well, we know you're not going to do anything physically. You have no fight. You just run your mouth. I get in trouble because I tell the truth. I'm being honest with you. You have no fight. I'm telling you the truth. You want somebody to babyfy you. And we're not going to babyfy you here. I'm not here to babyfy you. Revolution is not for babies. But in our case, since the adults are scary, the children come out of their classrooms and the college students come out the schools and hit the streets. The children. You should be shamed. We should be shamed. And I hear them make mockery of Malcolm, Marcus Garvey. You're not in a position to make mockery or criticize no damn body. You have no history of doing nothing. This time last year, I was laying on my back. I did not know whether I was going to live or die. I had no idea. But we're here. And as long as I'm here, I'm going to bring us the real truth. I'm going to bring us reality. I got a little ways to go here. I hope that you have a little time. And to tell you the truth and be honest with you, I don't even feel like talking. But this is Soul Liberation Day. It doesn't make any difference what I feel like. There's a job that has to be done. Negro, get off your ass and do it. It's your responsibility. You appointed the responsibility on yourself, so do it. We have a comment real quick I want to address. Reality is in the eye of the beholder. No, sir. No, ma'am. We need air to breathe. That's a fact. That's reality. It's not in the eye of the beholder. You need to eat to live. That's a fact. That's reality. It's not in the eye of the beholder. Reality, nobody has their own reality. You don't breathe, you die. That's reality. Because that's real. All this other make stuff that you're talking about is make-believe. We don't do that here. So you can go back to where you come from, to your fantasy world. It is not in the eye of the beholder. That's why when they close that coffin, all your Hebrew Israelite belief go out the window. All your Muslim belief go out the window. When they close that coffin, all that stuff that's not real disappear. Because it's only as real as your imagination, which is a delusion. Death brings you reality. It gives you a reality check. When you go into a coma and your brain starts working, you're not going to claim to be a Pan-African or a Muslim or a Hebrew Israelite or none of that stuff. It's over. That's the reality. Thank you, Mello. People have been doing 9-hour videos. I'm not going to do 9 hours. No, we're not going to do 9 hours. I'm going to try to get through this quick as possible in real time. Not in Mars time, not in Saturn time, Central Standard Time in the United States of America. Okay. Soul Liberation Day. Soul is the essence of life. We talk about, here we talk about the present and we talk about the future. But we learn from the past, but we don't get stuck in the past. Those stuck in the past, they have no vision, and we see this. They have no vision, no creativity, no purpose. They have no plan to engage because they stuck in the past. We have vision. We have creativity. We have a purpose, and we have a plan because we are life. And we give life to anybody that comes among us, because that's what we do here. Soul is the breath of life. It is the Genesis. It is the new beginning. And that's what we are. Soul Liberation Day. Just to backtrack a little bit, I want to talk about Angelsnupnup7. And I get in trouble because I'm honest. When I was locked up, the clients they had a respect for me because I stood up and defend us, and I did my best to protect us from our oppressor. There was a silly guy that wanted to cause me harm. Now, I'm in great shape. I can fight my own physical battles. I don't need nobody to fight for me. But when this person stepped to me, other patients, other clients stepped to this person and said, hey, you're not going to mess with this man. Because he's helped us make our visit here better. You touch him, we kicking your ass. I didn't have to do no fighting because I got their respect. They saw somebody that cared for them and they protect me. I helped them write letters. A lot of those people couldn't read and write. I wrote letters to their relatives. I wrote grievances for them so they could fight the lies that some of those staff was putting on them. I helped everybody in there, regardless of their race or their gender or sexual orientation. When I left, those people cried. And this is the way it should be with us, with people trying to help us. We should not be trying to criticize Malcolm X or criticize Medgar Evers or Harriet Tubman or any of our people that's been in the struggle. You're not in a position. You should be happy somebody did something. That's why your country ass is living as comfortable as you are right now. You should be ashamed of yourself. And then they don't like people don't like folks that's intellectual. All of us here are intellectuals. All of us here are analytical. So I'm sitting with my enemy and they're telling me, well, sir, you have a mental illness. You're paranoid schizophrenic, sir, and you need to take your medicine. I said, cool. I'm ready to take my medicine. Are you? Yes, I'm ready to take my medicine. I have one question, sir. Certainly. Now, here's your writing. Here's your observation of me while I've been locked up, right, sir? Yes, those are the records that we keep on you, sir. We talk about you. We jot down your behaviors and everything every day. That's correct, sir. Okay. This is paranoid schizophrenia, right? Well, certainly, yes. You're correct. This is my behaviors, right? That you wrote, not me. Yes. That's what we write about you. So you show me from your own observation, sir, how am I paranoid schizophrenic? What? Here's your writings. This is your writings. Show me, sir, how I'm paranoid schizophrenic using your own observations that you and other staff people have wrote. Show me paranoid schizophrenia in your own writings. Show me how this correlate. Well, you get out of my office. Get out of my office. That's what they done to me. Here you are. You can't prove I'm paranoid schizophrenia with your own writing. Ain't that a blip? Overcoming obstacles, solving problems. Soul Liberation Day. Celebrating our lives, our individual lives, and how we overcome problems. Soul Liberation Day in hopes that one day, not only can we celebrate Soul Liberation Day as an individual, which is easy to do because I control myself, but I do not control 40 million plus people in the United States of America. That's on them. It's up to them what they want to do. And I'm not, like we tell people, I'm not your savior. I'm not Superman. I'm not Daredevil. I'm not Batman. I'm not responsible for grown ass people. We present to you the plan. We represent to you the vision. We telling you what you need to do in order to solve your problem once and for all. It is not a pipe dream. It is not a delusion. It is an activity that our ancestors was doing and was successful. But that's up to you. Soul Liberation Day is the day that the people accomplish liberating themselves from an oppressor once and for all, which has not been accomplished in 100 years. And we're going to talk about that. Speaking of children, we was talking about the children of the civil rights era. The reality is, the majority of our freedom fighters in the 1960s, 1930s, the majority of them was young people. Malcolm X was in his 20s when he converted to Islam. Dr. King was in his 20s. Huey P. Newton and Rap H. Brown and Kwame Ture, all these people was young folks. The old folks didn't have no fight and still don't have no fight to this day. Hell, even the young people don't have any fight in 2021. So here we are. Look, I want you to think about something. Let's go back to the 1930s. Let's go back to the early days of the Nation of Islam and Marcus Garvey, the UNIA. Do you know in 1930, there were still physical slaves that were still alive in 1930? Our ancestors wasn't that far from coming off the slave plantation. So here we are coming straight off the slave plantation. This is 1930. Then 30 years later, here comes the Black Revolution. What do a people that just came off the slave plantation, what do they know about revolution? The only thing they know is the white man do this, and they know that the problem is the white man. They know the problem is racism. You've been a slave for 300 years. What do they know about revolution? What do they know about liberation? They don't know nothing. The only thing they know is, I hurt. That's the only thing they know is, I hurt. So they rise up, some of them rise up, and they die, and they fill the jails. But they really don't know they don't know how vicious and how intelligent this enemy is. They have no experience in the military. Even though some of them have fought and died in wars for the enemy, they don't know how to unite themselves against a vicious enemy. They just came off a slave plantation. So you're going to make mockery of our people who don't have no experience doing a damn thing. The only experience they have is being a slave. The only experience our ancestors have is being lynched, being discriminated. They don't have no experience to do nothing. The only thing they know is, we're getting our ass whooped. I'm tired of it. So you have a sister prior to Rosa Parks. There was a sister, I forgot what her name is. And then there was Rosa Parks. And they just there was our sister Fannie Lou Hamer. I'm tired. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I'm tired of this. The people in Birmingham, Alabama, they just got tired of it. They didn't have no real strategy. They didn't really know what to do. I'm just tired of being beat up. I'm tired of being bullied. Some of y'all who are victims of bullying, including myself, we don't know. I don't know how to fight. Only thing I know is this guy is bullying on me. How do I get rid of this? They don't know. Now here we are, and you a bunch of pathetic losers. You in a better position. You got all this scholarship, read all these books, DVDs and tapes, and you so damn smart. You haven't done a damn thing since the 1960s. Made no progress. What did you accomplish last year? What did you accomplish the year before that? What did you accomplish in 2010? They ain't accomplishing a damn thing. We bought some land. Our people already bought some land. We starting our own black town. We already done that. Ever heard of Black Wall Street? Already done that. at least 30 or more towns in the United States. You ain't done nothing no different than what has already been done. I'm going to start my own business. I'm going to start my own business. You don't realize, because we have become a pathetic loser, living off the accomplishment of others who you make mockery of, and you're lazy, and you're selfish, and you're trifling. We are far behind in the race. Dr. Claude Anderson said that racism, this is a race. It's a race. It's a team sport. And you're not playing like a team because you're a ball hog. Who's Jordan? The Nation of Islam is Jordan. They want to shoot all the time. Oh, the Pan-Africans is Kobe Bryant. The Hebrew Israelites is LeBron James. You got all these ball hogs. Can you pass the ball to Operation Exodus, Mississippi? I ain't passing nothing to no Angelsnupnup7. I ain't passing to nothing. Selfish. Don't want to give other people a chance. Superstars. You remember what the Nation of Islam did in 1945, the Nation of Islam? Do you know what Marcus Garvey did? And keep talking about what you used to do in the past. What about in 2021? What did you accomplish in December of 2021? You ain't going to accomplish a damn thing. No more than what Marcus Garvey did in 1930s, or what the Nation of Islam did in the 1960s, or what Yahweh bin Yahweh did in Florida in the 1970s, early 80s, or whatever. You're comfortable being a loser, and you get angry at Angelsnupnup7 because I'm bold enough to tell you you're a loser. You're losers. You impress other people who are losers like yourself. You don't impress me. Actions speak louder than words. Real progress. I want to see it. I want to touch it. I want to smell it. And you don't have that. You're happy just like the Africans in the past, who was impressed by the Europeans bringing them some junk. And they was getting real resources in trade for the junk. Hi, I'm Captain Miles Standish. You want this shiny, shiny box? You never seen paper that shine like, what the? I never seen paper like that shine like that. Yeah, could you give me a couple of slaves, some of y'all people, for this nice shiny paper? Yeah. Let's bring that up to modern times. Give me an Xbox. Give me a Mercedes Benz. Give me a record contract. Give me something shiny. Shaka Zulu said, how do you catch a monkey? By giving the monkey something shiny. What you do to catch a monkey is you put something shiny in the hole of a tree, and the monkey will come and put his or her hand in the tree to get the something shiny. But as the monkey try to pull the something shiny out the tree, the hand of the monkey gets stuck. How does the monkey get trapped? The monkey get trapped because it won't let go of the something shiny. If the monkey let go of something that's shiny, it could get away. But the monkey is greedy. The monkey is fascinated. Ooh, that's pretty and shiny. I want that. And that's the way we are. Impressed by the something shiny of this world. Their cars, their money, their cryptocurrency, whatever it is in this world, you are impressed by it. You like a monkey trapped, and they got you, and you won't let go. They got you, selling you junk, filling your mind with junk, reality TV, sport and play. Trapped. And with all this pro-blackness, with all our religion and our spirituality, all these things that we have, and look at the condition that we're in, and you don't think that there's something wrong? So here we are, we Hebrew Israelites, and we're Christians. And we know that Christianity was forced upon, in fact, Islam was forced upon melanated people, dark-skinned people. We know that Christianity was given to our ancestors on the slave plantation. We know this, but we're proud to be a Christian. In fact, when I was growing up, during the time when I was growing up, we was better Christians than the white man. But as we began to blend in with the oppressor and began to adopt his ways, because we was practicing Christianity, so Christianity was giving us a foundation of having some type of moral compass. But once we began to get deeper and deeper into the degeneracy of this society, we lost everything. There was a time, and some of you can bear witness, when I was growing up, we didn't have locks on our door. You could leave your door open and nobody gonna come in your house when I was growing up. The front door or the back door. Didn't make any difference. Nobody come in your house. You could borrow your whole Thanksgiving dinner from your neighbor. You can get some sugar over here, some cranberry sauce over there. Somebody might even give you a whole turkey. You can borrow your whole Thanksgiving dinner from your neighbors when I was growing up. You don't do that no more. All your Christian values gone out the window. Now you are dope fiends. You have no problem killing each other. You liars and gossipers and slanderers and thieves. You gender confused, bisexuals, transsexuals, having sex with animals maybe. We're in bad shape. And all these things that we hold dear to our hearts is not changing and has had no effect. And you know why? The main reason is it's not producing anything. You don't control no resources, no water, no electricity, no gas, no school system. I'm talking about a large school system. I'm not talking about y'all little private schools. I'm talking about a real school system. You make no laws, no policies. You just hear. And you got to ask another man who take a dump, who die, who bleed just like you. You got to ask another man, can I go to Iraq, sir? Can I go and visit Africa, sir? That was just a little bit of cocaine, sir. Can I get out of jail, sir? And you actually like living in this kind of condition? Really? You don't want to change this? I mean, if not for yourself, for all those babies y'all spitting out of, you spitting out all these babies and not making a future for them. Nothing. They're nothing but slaves just like you are. I'm going to grow up and get me a good job. I hope I can be a good rapper so I can get a good record contract. I want to play basketball. The same old cycle of slavery. Highly paid modern day slaves. Oprah Winfrey is a slave. Gayle King is a slave. These ladies are slaves. Will Smith is a slave. Jay-Z and Beyonce are slaves. Bob Johnson is a slave. LeBron James is a slave. And the list goes on and on. Wow. Wow. Hold on, I got to take care of something here. Got to take care of something here. So how are we? How am I in a position to talk about anybody prior to myself in the struggle? I'm not in a position. You're not in a position. You should be ashamed of yourselves unless you can show and prove what you have accomplished, what you've done, and you can't. So, what a year it's been for the Realities Temple on Earth. Our channels is flagged all up, back and forth, fighting crap and stuff. It's all messed up. But it did not begin with me. It began with a sister that we know of and we call Tasha Fierce. Shout out to Soul Sister Tasha Fierce. Because she was correct. She told somebody, you don't qualify. You don't qualify to give the Soul Liberation Day lecture. And Tasha Fierce was correct. Tasha Fierce put this person and exposed this person and put him on the chopping block. When I should have done it, I should have done that. I should have known better. Because this person don't even care anything and say it out of their mouth. I don't care about no liberation for no black people. So what are you doing? Why would somebody who don't give a damn about freedom, justice, and equality, why would they be given a little, what the hell do they know about it? About wanting to liberate yourself? Why would they? They wouldn't have nothing to do with it. They also have a problem with men. They have a problem with brothers who are strong. Brothers with ideas, brothers who are brave and can take care of business. They don't want to see that. So Tasha Fierce was correct. And we sent a shout out to Tasha Fierce. She began the ball rolling when I could not. But at the same time, the Realities Temple is not about me. It's about all those who come under this platform. I might talk a little bit. I'm the representative, and I hope that I can continue to be a decent representative. But it's about all of us who are different than the rest. And I would say better than the rest. And I don't say that in an arrogance position. It's true. We would debate anybody. Well, not anybody, because you got a lot of silly people. But we will accept the challenge. We know exactly what we're doing here. And then I want to send a shout out to our sister Ingrid, who may not be watching this, but because she's probably still angry with me. But Sister Ingrid was trying to keep me on my square. There are principles and there are ideas that I present here that I myself need to adhere to. And Sister Tasha, the sisters, and Sister Ingrid, and even all of you, you tell me that's not, I don't like that person because something wrong with them. Brother told me, why are you deleting your videos? You don't do that. I sure in hell don't. And I stand on my square. Unless you can show me that I'm totally in error or whatever, I don't take down my video. If I call you a punk, I meant it. What sense of it do for me to call you a punk? Then I turn right back around. Yeah, I'm so sorry for calling you a punk like that. No, when I called you a punk, there was a reason for it. And I need to stand on my square. And that's what Sister Ingrid was telling me. You're not standing on your square. So shout out to Sister Ingrid. Shout out to Tasha Fierce. And she began, and Sister Ingrid began what we call the purge. We are living in the time of the purge. We cannot continue to do what we used to do because clearly what we used to do ain't bringing us no benefit. What we used to do has brought us nothing but problems. The purge. And the first person that really needed to be purged was me. I'm the first person that needed to be purged. But I have been punished. And I have learned my lesson. And I hope that I continue to, and I want to be a good representative for you and this platform. I've learned my lesson. And I'm so happy for the purge. Brother Toledo was saying in his opening statement, numerous people have been kicked off the platform. Well, a whole lot more than that because our channel's been flagged. A whole thousands have been purged. But we're still here. And what did we really lose? Because they say nobody listening to Angelsnupnup7 anyway. We only have 10 subscribers and 10 views. We got 6 listening right now. So the only thing we need to do is get our other 4, and we got what we're supposed to have anyway. So what? We ain't lose nothing. We allowed, and I'm trying to be brotherly, I allowed a lot of people on the platform that should not be here. If I wanted to interact with these people, I should not have brought them here with you. I should have messed with them on their platform somewhere else. Should never have brought them here. So that's lesson learned. No more foreign beliefs and ideas come here. You're going to get with soul liberation. You're going to get with real truth. You're not coming here. I don't want to hear about your God, your spooky ass beliefs, your delusions, your gremlins and your fairies and all this other nonsense. Not bringing that here no more. This is reality's temple. Don't do that here. Nobody want to hear all that old spookism stuff. I don't want to hear about what Africa did 50,000 years ago. I tell you what happened in Africa right now. Those Chinese and those other Europeans raping the land. That's what's happening in 2021. No one will give a damn about Africa 5,000, 50,000 years ago. Who gives a damn? And apparently the Africans don't care what happened 50,000 years ago. This is the purge. The purge to make clean, start afresh, make it new. And that's what we're doing here right now. So we stand on the purge. What kind of people was I bringing here? And they call themselves good people. Let me give you an example of good people. A good person sent me $1 for my medical fund. And then they left a notation. This will help, this pays your medical bills. This is the good person. If that's good, I don't want to be around bad people. How can you think that's funny? How can you find joy when somebody is suffering pain and illness or facing death or they really in bad shape and you send them $1 talk about this? This is the good. Do that sound like a good person to you? But this is the type of suckers that was around me. The good people. The good people are talking about us right now. And I'm not even going to mention their names because that's not what this is about. The good people. Hollering and screaming. Profane and vulgar, violent. Telling lies and slander and gossip. Childish. This is what I allowed to come in this house with you. No more of that. I want to send a shout out to our regular people. Of course, Soul Brother Taalik. A shout out to Sister Ann, the Deacons of Reality, Razzie Fry, Z-Mad, Almond Delight, Angela Hines. And if I missed anybody, please forgive me. But you're the reason why I stand so strong right now. The 10 subscribers. The 10 subscribers. And we got all these other suckers in an uproar. The most powerful voices on YouTube. That's what we are here. There are those who say, man, you messed up. You had all those people and now all of them gone, whatever. Those were not my people. Angelsnupnup7 came to YouTube by myself. There was no Angelsnupnup7 and my boys and the panel. YouTube just started doing this, like 4 years ago, 3 years ago, start letting people come on the panels and all this kind of stuff. Angelsnupnup7 was doing this by myself. I don't need them. I don't need nobody with me to do me. If you're with me, that's cool. If you're not with me, who gives a damn? I don't need all that. All those people left. They came with nothing. They brought me nothing. There was no benefit. And they left with nothing. The only thing they did was cause problems and harm. That's the only thing they done. Confusion and madness. That's what they brought with their selfish ass. That's what they brought. Fake ass brotherhood, fake ass sisterhood. That's what they brought. I don't need them. They don't make Reality's temple. We still stand, and we stand strong. And all them suckers is gone. Don't need them. Hell, we made them. We helped them. They benefit from being with us. Whether they had a YouTube channel or not, we inspired them because we're the life givers. We are life. We're soul. They wasn't doing nothing until Angelsnupnup7 said, hey, come over here. And I'm like God. We're like God to them. And we breathe into them the breath of life. Now they want to do something. They wasn't doing anything. If they had a YouTube channel, they wasn't doing nothing. We brought and gave them life. We are their Jesus. We raised the dead to life. And what did they do for us? They turned around and stabbed us in the back. All of them. All those regular folks that came to our platform, all of them stabbed us in the back. All of them. Not one, not two, all of them. And we gave them life. When I come to YouTube, I did not come looking for them. I came to look for you, the critical thinkers, people like myself. I did not come to YouTube looking for Muslims. I did not come looking for Hebrew Israelites. I did not come looking for Pan-Africans. I came looking for you, the critical thinkers, those of us who have gone beyond all that foolishness, the fantasy and the fiction and silliness. Come looking for you. And you was looking for me. Hey, that's the way I think. Didn't come looking for them. So for all these to leave, and who gives a damn? I did not come. We did not come look. I did not come looking for them. The Parish. This is a new beginning. Let me try to get through this because I want Brother Taalik, if he's going to be here, I want him to take us out of here with his commentary, because this Soul Liberation Day, it's been an up and down thing. It's been topsy-turvy. And this brother Taalik, have been with me for real for years. And no matter what come down the pipeline, Brother Taalik right there hanging. The good and the bad, the confused, it don't make any difference. Let me get through this as quick as possible. Woo, Lord. I got a lot of stuff here. Let me see if I can weasel my way through here. Deacons of Reality, Soul Brother, those brothers. See, those brothers came on the scene and flipped the whole, they flipped the whole script. They made the difference. And now on YouTube, people talking about the deacons are them damn deacons. Thank you, MD20. The deacons turned the whole thing upside down. Nobody, they came out of nowhere, blasting. So now on YouTube, it's them old damn deacons. They complain about me and them deacons of reality, whatever the hell they supposed to be. Woo! Incredible. Incredible. I think whatever power there is, I think, well, I guess we are the power. I thank us for the deacons of reality. You know? So let me see if I can get through this. It shouldn't take that long. You said take my time. Okay. So I did not come looking for these people. I'm trying to be a brother. I'm willing to compromise my ideology, my beliefs, for what is in the best interest of us. But the people that I'm working with is not interested. They have an agenda that they want to promote and push. And then if you don't go along with that agenda, then they want to call you an agent, a Sambo and a coon, and all this silly stuff. Well, we can call you names too. Sewer rat, pork chop, flip-flopper, boombox cartel, and the list goes on and on. We can call some names too. So what? I never asked you to be here. You came and found me. I did not come to find none of you. I was out here just doing what I do. You came to me. The Parish, a new beginning. This house is for those who can accept reality. This is the house of those who can be honest. I'm tired of babysitting folks. Have to watch what I say because they're going to cry. All these people on this platform, I got to watch my tongue because they're going to cry. You don't like Jesus. You don't like Pan-Africanism. Ooh. I can't do it no more. Where's my little? Oh, there we go. I can't do it no more. I don't like your tie. Me, myself, personally, I like it. You don't like my tie. Are you serious? I want to be around adult people. I want to be around grown folks. I'm sick of being around crybabies. If I want to be around children, I know where the children are at. I want to be around children. All that damn crying. Every time you turn around, these people's feelings get hurt. Like, damn, can't say nothing. And therefore, you disrespect me. That's the killer. You disrespect me. Our enemies have been disrespecting us going on 500 years, and your happy ass ain't did a damn thing about it. Not only do they disrespect you, they lynch you, throw you in jail for the rest of your life, deny you proper housing, and jobs, and everything else in the book. You ain't did a damn thing to them. You disrespect me. When Negroes say that, that kills me. You disrespect me. Okay, so this enemy been disrespecting us for going on 500 years. What you gonna do about it? Nothing. But you got all this energy for another dark-skinned person that look like yourself. All this energy. Are you serious? You disrespect me. You hurt my feelings. They've been hurting your feelings for 500 years. Silly Negro. Silly people. The purge, new, a new beginning. New means that we cannot be what we was yesterday. In the religious text, it talks about a new heaven and a new earth. And it says that the former things shall pass away. If there's a new heaven and a new earth, there's no need for the Bible. There's no need for the Quran. The new heaven and the new earth is ready to make its appearance. We are the catalyst. We are the beginning of the new heaven and new earth. But it cannot become a reality and it cannot come into fruition because you have all these people holding on to the past. So all over YouTube, the only thing they do is talk about what happened yesterday. Or like they said back in the country, happened yesterday. Yep, that Taalik was on his channel talking that old bull crap he always talk. Yesterday. We need to flag that one down too. Yesterday. Woo! In the new heaven and the new earth, there's no need for a Bible. There's no need for a Quran because you have become the Bible. You become the Quran. There's no need for that because you have made all things new. The Bible and Quran is supposed to be books to show you how to become new. Supposed to, I said. But apparently it's not working. It's not working. It's not doing a good job. All over the earth, you got Bible and Quran. It's not producing nothing new. We must go through a transformation or a metamorphosis like the caterpillar and the butterfly. And if you didn't know any better, you wouldn't even know that the butterfly, matter of fact, ancient people didn't know that the caterpillar and the butterfly was the same animal. They didn't know that. A lot of people consider caterpillars ugly. But then it goes through a transformation and it becomes beautiful. And not only is the butterfly beautiful, but it's capable of flight. And back in the day, they used to teach that heaven was in the sky. So the butterfly represents the ability to go into the heavens, to reach higher heights. And that's why the Christians are so obsessed with going to heaven. Because you leave this earthly plane and you go to the kingdom of heaven, you go to a better place. But you have to become new. The Bible says you must be born again. You must transform. You must go through a metamorphosis. If you do not go through a metamorphosis, now they're talking about you gotta die and go through the soul. But also the Bible talks about heaven on earth. And we're talking about heaven on earth. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad said in the Nation of Islam is that heaven and hell is just a mission of life. So if we are living in hell, then who's the cause of it? Who's the cause of the condition? The people that are living. Human beings cause their own hell. But if they transform and make themselves new, then they can bring that heaven that the Bible and the Quran, religious teachings talk about. But it cannot come into reality as long as you stay where you're at. You belong in this, in the dirt. You're nasty, you're foul, you're not righteous, slanderers and gossip, drunk, dope fiends, greedy, selfish. You belong here in hell with your hellish children. So you got little boys 15 years old with a gun going to a school, killing folks up, 15 years old. And the dumbass parents gave the boy a lethal weapon. And these adults, in their foolish mind, they think that's all right. They on Facebook. Look what I gave my boy. I gave him a brand new gun, not a BB gun, not a pellet gun, a for real weapon. And they know their boy is unstable. I'm depressed. Nobody liked me at school. I got a gun today. Somebody else gonna be depressed tomorrow. And there his crazy ass go to school and shoot up innocent children. And now him and his parents looking stupid on the news. They in jail. They belong in jail. But it's the adult's fault. That's a child. What you expect? The adults gave a child a brand new lethal weapon. But we live in hell. You're going to get that, and we've seen worse than that. We've seen children kill 10 or more with more higher powered weapons than that, because in living in hell. So we talk about liberation, and we talk about heaven. I want to go to heaven. Why things ain't getting better? You know why? Because you haven't earned it. Brother Taalik was just talking about improving himself, going to school, trying to get his GED so that he can go on to do better things. They're not going to give Brother Taalik a GED until what? He earns it. They're not going to give it to him. I don't care if Brother Taalik take the GED test and he fails by 1 point. They're not going to give him that GED. He's not going to get it. He needs whatever they require. He needs to do that. He has to earn it. The reason why the Black community, the reason why the soul community, the reason why we are in the condition that we're in is because we have not earned any better. It's simple as that. And you can holler Black power, and you can holler about all the books you done read and how much you believe in God and blah, blah, blah. The reason why you are in the condition that you're in, because we have not earned it. Because if you earn it, you would have it. You go to the store and a video game costs $50 with tax. You got to give them $50. It's simple as that. They don't want to hear you talk about $47.95, $45.65. They don't want to hear that. Do you have $50 for this video game? No. Well, you can go somewhere else. They don't want to hear it. You have to earn it. And we have not earned. We have not earned the right to be respected by other human beings on this planet. We have not earned it. It's simple as that. And you can quote all the Bible verses and talk about what Marcus Garvey did. And you can talk about kill the black babies and all this other nonsense all over YouTube. Nothing is going to change your condition until you get the proper information, use it appropriately, and you earn it. It's simple as that. You talk about truth, but you reject it. You talk about truth, but you really don't like it because there's things in this world that you love and you don't want to confess or admit to that. You love the pornography. You love the weed smoking. You love the degenerate behaviors. You enjoy the strip clubs and the prostitution houses. You enjoy LeBron James sporting play. You got millionaires throwing balls, silly stuff. You're an adult. Here you are. You're a grown person. And you enjoy watching millionaires throwing a ball up and down a field. That's mind-boggling. You are an adult. And then you keep up with the stats. That's mind-boggling. You're an adult. How does keeping up with the stats, how does that benefit you? How does that pay your bill? How does that do anything for you? It don't. But you're a child. Give them a ball to play with. Here they are. These suckers is trying to leave this planet. They getting into their little spaceships or whatever, trying to figure out how they can go to Mars, how they can go to Jupiter or whatever. And the only thing you care about is getting drunk, who you going to screw tomorrow, and what did LeBron James do yesterday? Child. You're not free because you have not earned it. It's simple as that. You have not earned it. You get on social media, all these debate programs and all these people getting together and all these Negroes trying to show off their information and scholarship with other slaves. You got all this information. You so smart. Why are you dominated by other people? But you got all this information. And the Egyptians did this and the Egyptians did that. Why are you under somebody else's domination? They actually can tell you, they actually could make this a jail where they tell you when you can get up and tell you when your happy ass can go to bed. They have the power. It's called martial law. And one of these days, and y'all talk about it, one day you're going to experience it. They're going to tell you when to get up. Matter of fact, even in the COVID thing, in some places, they told you that there was a curfew. Take your happy ass home. You even saw that during the COVID crap. And what can you do? Nothing. Except take your happy ass home and watch TV and eat nachos and get fat. Like somebody we know. Not gonna mention no name. In order for the new world to come into being, we must change. We can't be who we are right now because we're damaged goods. We're messed up. And really, the reality is there's no hope for us, but we can put our children in a better place. That's what we can do. And since we know that we are damaged goods, we need to be like the Incredible Hulk. Learn how to control your impulses, control your anger, keep yourself in control so that we can guide our children, our future generations, in a better direction. I'm damaged goods. All of us who are living now, we are damaged goods. We're too deep, and the only thing we know is filth and debauchery, hate, violence, gossip, slander. That's all we know. Drugs and alcohol, filth. We are the caterpillar, but we can start the process to guide and direct our future generations so they can begin the metamorphosis and the transformation that will take them into heaven or the promised land that Dr. King spoke about. We can't do that for the children. We won't do it because we're selfish, stingy. So the Bible says, or in religious teachings, it says, I'm in the world, but not of this world. And actually, the Nation of Islam, and I believe myself and Brother Toledo, we talked about this many, many times. We talked about how the Nation of Islam was on a right path because they was cleaning people up. They was changing people. And the average person on the street, because I know what happened to me. I don't even have to wear a bow tie. I could be in my regular clothes and somebody say, you look like one of the Muslims. Because under the teachings of Elijah Muhammad, those teachings clean you up. It transform you. And then you begin to eat a different type of diet, changing your life, and your skin cleared up. You got a different mentality, how you carry yourself, and people notice that in you. You look like one of the most Nation of Islam guys. Are you Nation of Islam? I used to get that all the time. Because that's what we're supposed to be. That's what the Bible and the Quran, that's what religious teaching is supposed to be about. Cleaning your ass up. Transformation, metamorphosis, to get you ready for the new world. But the leaders and the teachers of religious dogmatism have failed. They have become corrupt. It's all about money. It's all about booty. It's not about getting the people ready to go to heaven. The only way you can see heaven is you got to die and be put in a casket. And there's no evidence to suggest that you're going to go to heaven. You might be going to a worse place than where we're at. Because we don't know. And then another thing, what is heaven for you might not be for heaven for me. Because for the slave master, it was heaven for him. It was hell for the slave. So you want to talk about, I want to go to heaven. It might not be what you think it is. So what's the key to liberation? What's the key to your liberation? Again, making reference to religious teaching. And I like truth. It don't make no difference what the vessel is. I don't care who say it. If they telling the truth, they telling the truth. If they being real, they being real. Now, y'all don't think that way. Because I know Angelsnupnup7 tells a lot of truth. Angelsnupnup7 keeps it real. I know that. But you will reject what Angelsnupnup7 advise and suggest because for whatever reason, because I ain't did a damn thing to your happy ass, you reject the truth. But it says in religious teachings that the truth will set or make you free. So if Pan-Africanism or Hebrew Israelitism or Comedicism or Christianism or Black Muslimism, all this stuff that we gravitate to, and there's thousands and thousands of y'all that gravitate toward that way. If you have the truth, and truth is supposed to make or set you free, how come your condition has not changed? And how long has these things been around? Well, Christianity been around as long as our ancestors was with our ancestors ever since the slave plantation. Pan-Africanism been around ever since the 1930s, Marcus Garvey, and Black Muslimism going on 100 years. Why aren't you free? Well, apparently, common sense tells you, you must not have the right key. Common sense tells me you must not have the truth. Truth is the appropriate knowledge that will give you the results that you need in order to solve your problem. If you're struggling, if you can't get it together, then clearly the truth that you have is not the truth which you think. If the truth sets you or make us free, and you're not free, but you claim to have the truth, is that statement, is it a false statement? Because they say it all the time. The truth, Brother Taalik, amen, truth won't make us free, man. You didn't know that, bro? Yeah, truth make you free. Well, how come we're not free then? Or that's a false statement. So we're going through the purge. We cannot go into 2022 the same way that we've been in 2021, 2020, 2007. Because it's not getting me nowhere. It's brought me nothing but a bunch of problems, a bunch of unnecessary drama. I have to change. No more Mr. Nice Guy. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Does this mean that I will stop being charitable and being a kind person? No, it does not. I will continue to help people. I will continue to be a gentleman. I open doors for women and help old ladies and old men with back. I'm still going to be a nice person. But now I have to be wiser. I have to be careful about who I allow to get close to me. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Get what they say in religion. Get behind me, Satan. That's what I need to do. Get behind me, Satan. No more of that Mr. Nice Guy stuff. Oh, I want to be your brother. Come to my platform. I'm your brother, sister. Come to my platform. No more of that. I'm not inviting no damn body. Keep your happy, religious, looking for Jesus, spaceship ass. You stay over there where you at. I'm not doing that no more. Because clearly, these people are not interested in brotherhood. They're not interested in sisterhood. I began to understand that way back in 2009. They're not interested in brother and sister. They're not interested in Black unity. They're not interested. All these suckers want slaves. They want servants. They want to be praised. They want to be honored. That's the only thing on their mind. How they can make them some money. How much booty they can get. That's the only thing on these suckers' mind. We're not about that here. You don't hear me talking about those different things, about begging you for money. Now, I have an autobiography, and I want to let you know, I don't even promote my biography. I let you know about it, those who are interested. And I'm receiving royalties. And I know a lot of the people that don't like me don't want to hear that, but I'm receiving royalties for my autobiography. Clearly, there's people who are interested in my life story. and I'm not doing really nothing to promote it. I don't even talk about it. I will put it in my promotional videos, and I don't even talk about it. I'm receiving royalties because I'm not about that. I'm purely about putting us in the mind frame of being new. We must let go of the old and become new. It makes no sense to become a liberated people and we still the way we are. Because the only thing you're going to do is take your nigger ways to whatever place we become liberated at. Nothing but civil war, fussing and fighting, men and women, the same stuff that you're doing on YouTube, that's what you're going to take. You don't deserve liberation. You deserve to be right here where you at until you earn it. And the only way you can earn it, you got to change. You got to go through a transformation. We cannot stay how we are. We cannot guide and direct the future generations to be what we are. Because we're done. We're damaged goods. We're through. Our condition would be different. But it's not, because we're damaged goods. You cannot talk about the future by staying in the past. We learn from Assata Shakur. Where's Sister Assata Shakur? We learn from her struggle. We learn from Dr. King. We learn from Malcolm and Medgar Evers and Harriet Tubman and all our people, Rosa Parks. But we are not the 1960s. We learn from ancient Kemet. We learn from all these places, but that's not who we are. We have to become and accept who I am. And that's what they don't get. We have to accept and become who we are. This is our time. Our time is not the 1960s. Our time is not the 1930s or 1515. This is our time. And we need to operate like we are alive. Because all those from Kemet and all those in the past, we talk, all of them are dead. Dead people can't help the living. Look, we're almost done. We're almost done, y'all. Where Toledo go? We're almost done. Let me tell you something. You're having babies. Your baby was born for the present and the future. Your baby was not born to live in ancient Kemet or ancient Africa or some ancient place or go to a place that's foreign to them. They were born in the present with us right now. They were born for the future, the present and the future. Babies are not born to go back into the past unless for some reason y'all have a time machine or something. And we don't. So the little baby that you have today is born for today and tomorrow. So as an adult, as a parent, that's how you have to be thinking. What are we doing for this baby today so this child's tomorrow will be better? One of our problems is we allow others to do our thinking for us. And the only thing you hear on YouTube is plagiarism. Nobody really go out and do any research to do nothing. They quoting and plagiarizing somebody else's research, somebody else's statistics. They make no attempt to do nothing on their own. It's all plagiarism. They call it scholarship. It's all plagiarism. I read this book. That's from the mind of somebody else. Dr. Amos Wilson, Dr. John Henry Clark, Dr. B. That's their research. That's not yours. You haven't researched, you haven't done nothing. You plagiarize and you quoting from books from somebody else's mind. It's not coming from you. It's coming from Dr. Clark. It's coming from Louis Farrakhan. It's coming from Malcolm. It's coming from Elijah Muhammad. When are you going to start using your own brain? Because the only way we can get out of this situation is we have to use our brain, because that's the only one that's available in 2021. Those people's brain can't help you. They're gone. The brain is a wonderful tool. Incredible. We always talking about God this and God. God bless you with a brain. And if you use your brain, you're going to find out that your God don't exist. You're going to find out that all this stuff that we believe in is delusions and fairy tales is nonsense when you use your brain. You force your brain to accept these beliefs. You force your brain the same way that you will force your computer certain information. Because your brain automatically will tell you, that don't sound right. The virgin birth. Your brain automatically tell you, how can a virgin have babies? Your brain automatically tells you certain things. You don't want to use your brain, but you believe in God. And your brain is one of the most wonderful tools that your God bless you with. You don't want to think. And that's why Angelsnupnup7, that's why the Realities Temple makes so many people upset, because we're forcing you to think and it hurts. Being deprogrammed. I don't want to hear it. That's not true. I don't want to hear it. I can't take it. I can't take it. You don't want to think for yourself. Somebody else has to do your thinking for you. So we must be, when we use our brain, we must be logical and we must be reasonable. We must be analytical and use common sense. And that's why I can shout out to our soul sister Nandy, 3GP. That's what caused her to come to her conclusion, because Sister Nandy said, and shout out to Sister Nandy, the chat room, Terry, Kimberly, Black Sign, all those on Sister Nandy's platform. Sister Nandy said, I had to get out of my emotion. And I had to think about this stuff, what I'm being told. Now, it didn't have to go in my favor. But if you're using reason and being analytical and common sense, you have to come to Sister Nanny's conclusion that something is wrong with these stories. There's something here that don't make sense. I like you, but something about your story is not adding up. And those who are deceivers and manipulators, they get angry because they want you to take what they say on face value and stay in your emotions. That's not what Sister Nandy is about. Sister Nandy said, I'm about keeping it real. So for me, I knew sooner or later, if she is real, she's going to come to the correct conclusion once she comes up out of her emotion. And all of us, we as a people, once we come up out of our emotion and use our brain, and it don't make no difference. You can be a Muslim, you can be a Christian, you can be all these different things, but think for yourself a little bit so that we can solve our problem, because that's what your brain is for. Our brain is to solve our problem. Our problems still exist because we're not using our brain. We're trying to use the brain power of people who are dead. You are alive. Their brain power is limited. It goes to a certain point and it stops. You are alive. So that means your brain is flexible. So that means if something happens out of the ordinary, your brain, because you're alive, you can change. You keep thinking like you live in 1930 or you are in Kemet somewhere, your brain can't solve your problem because it's limited. Your brain stops in 1930. Now, we have a right to warn others when other people are foul. And I'm not going to apologize for that. And if you're not foul, then why don't you come with your brother? Why don't you come with your sister? We can go in a room or we can go on a private live stream. We don't have to come out in the public. I don't care if it takes 8 hours or 10 days. Let's solve the problem so that we can help our future generations go on to different places, better places. But there are those who are foul. And that's just the reality of it. They're not interested. You will see that Angelsnupnup7, I'm trying to go back to certain people. I'm trying to squash certain things so that we can move forward and we help each other if you are sincere. There are those who are not sincere. And what they say, all skin folks is not kin folks. That's just the reality of it. And like I heard Sister Nandy say, everybody's not your friend like that. And you have people who tell you, all right, I'm not interested in no liberation. I hate black men. I hate black women. So how can you work with somebody if they hate the black man and they hate the black woman and they don't give a damn about liberation? Why are they on your panel? Why are you talking to them? Actually, they are your enemy because you want to be free and they want to try to keep you and me in jail. It's not going to work. You cannot want something new and you don't want to change. We are living the way we live because this is what we deserve. We are, again, making reference to religious texts. We are like Lot's wife. The God came to Lot and his family and told them, look, hey, y'all gonna have to leave Sodom and Gomorrah. And when you leave, don't look back. Pack y'all stuff, get the hell out of there, and don't look back. So I was there. Y'all don't know. I was there with Lot and his family, and God told us, get out of Sodom and Gomorrah, don't look back. And so we leaving, right? And I saw Terry back there But God told us, don't look back. And so I had to take one more last look at Terry, and I turned into a pillar of salt. Because there was something, and it just so happened to be Terry, there was something in Sodom and Gomorrah that I liked. I just had to take one little peek and turn it to a pillar of salt. That's our problem. We're comfortable in this, and we actually like this. And we're salty. Nobody in their right mind is going to clean up, mop up a floor, and they're going to be happy you bringing in dirt from outside. I know I'm not happy about it. Your mother or whoever cleaned that floor, here you are coming from outside with your dirty shoes on. Matter of fact, there's people, they don't want you to walk in their house with your shoes on. When you come to their house, you got to take your shoes off. They don't want you to track dirt in their house. I do that in my place. I take my shoes off at the door. I do not walk around my place with my shoes on. All my shoes at the door, take my shoes off, and then I walk through. You want to go to heaven. You want something new, but you want to go with dirt on your shoes. You want to go and be foul, nasty and stinking, drunkard, crack fiend, a liar and a slanderer, a gossip. There's nothing righteous about you. There's nothing clean about you. It's not going to happen. It's not going to be allowed. I don't care how many paper towels and alcohol you get and whatever, not going to be allowed. You don't deserve it. Most people who buy brand new houses or whatever, they want brand new, clean furniture that I know of. Most people who buy new houses do not want used beds or tables or none of that stuff. They want everything new. They don't want that. But here we are. We want something new. But we don't want to change. We don't want to become new. I don't know how many of you guys are familiar with auto repair, but I am told that for old car, they would rather put old or refurbished parts on an old car. You don't put new parts on an old car. Some parts you don't have no choice, but you put old parts on an old car. I'm glad when the chat room is like that. I could easily just block folks. Nobody didn't have time for that nonsense. But how do they find me? My channel's been terminated, but the trolls always can find wherever you are. How do they do that? I don't get it. How do they do that? But that's what we are about. We represent the new. We represent the transformation. We represent the metamorphosis. Like I said earlier, and I'm going to bring this talk to a conclusion. And the talk has been boring to some people because they wanted me to come here and probably talk about what's been happening. Blah. That's not what Soul Liberation Day is about. Soul Liberation Day is about inspiring, motivating us, giving us a solution to become liberated, to change our condition once and for all. And we offer what we call Operation Exodus Mississippi campaign. And like I told you, I really didn't feel like talking, but that's my self-appointed mission. So whether or not I feel like it or not, I got to come here and bring this message to us. Because you want it. Because you want it. So it don't make any difference how many channels they terminate. You're going to, all those who are logical, all those who are analytical, all those who use common sense, you're going to find Angelsnupnup7 again, sooner or later, easily. Because I'm not here for them anyway. I'm here for you, the logical, those who use common sense, those who use reason. I'm not here for them anyway. I did not come on YouTube looking for them. I come looking for people like me. I'm not Muslim. I'm not Hebrew Israelite. I'm not a Christian. I'm not Pan-African. I'm not none of those different things. And now we know that we are soul brothers and sisters. Now we know that we are the catalyst and we are the essence of what righteousness really is. We are righteousness. They are pretend. They are facade. They are not real. We're bringing it the real. We accept our mistakes. We accept our flaws. We're not going to make any excuses for our mistakes, for our imperfections. We recognize those things and try to be better. I'm a slanderer. So I'm going to try to work on myself so I don't slander nobody no more. I need to cut that out. It's not beneficial to me in my growth and development as a human being, nor is it beneficial to nothing. Operation Exodus Mississippi. Wow, where's all these trolls coming from? Subscribe to the channel. Operation Exodus Mississippi. We must become a people. It makes no sense to try to take control of a state when the people don't have the mindset of being a people. Everybody's in their own little tribes or whatever. It's not going to work. I mean, you could accomplish the feat, but it's going to fail because the people don't have the right mindset. They're not trying to become something new. Taking control of the state of Mississippi puts you in a position to create heaven on earth. But that heaven on earth is not going to come with your present state of mind. It's not going to, because your present state of mind is hellish. So the first step is we must become a people. And you become a people by coming under one umbrella, like Marcus Garvey did. I heard that Marcus Garvey, the UNIA, it consisted of various other different organizations, but they were all under the umbrella of the UNIA. And that's what Operation Exodus Mississippi is. That's what soul brothers and sisters is. You can be a soul brother, you can be a soul sister, and you can be a Pan-African, you can be a Muslim, you can be a Hebrew Israelite, wherever we find ourselves in life. But we put it all under one umbrella, working for the same goal, the same plan, same vision. Whether we win or we fail, let's move forward as a people. But see, as a people, I know we can win. As individuals, you can win, but you're not going to accomplish nothing because this is a race. And we're far behind. We are far behind in this race. We have to do it big or nothing at all. Most gamblers will tell you they bet big. They don't bet small. We're not going to win this race by playing it safe. We got to run. We got to get some power. We got to head for that finish line. So in my conclusion here, in relation to all the negativity that's been going on, I really don't trip off of it. Again, this has really been a Bible quoting live stream. But the Bible or religious teaching, it says, forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. So I don't trip. They can call Angelsnupnup7 whatever they want. Does not bother me. If you're wrong, I'm still going to call you wrong. If you're right, I'm going to stand on you, on your righteousness. And whatever we disagree with, like I told you, if we have to go into a room for 3 days, a week, let's do that. Get all this stuff hashed out on the table. Squash that so that we can progress. If you're sincere. Just like Sister Nandy said, everybody not sincere. Because they told it, they said, somebody said right out of their mouth, I divest from black men. And they said, I don't give a damn about liberation. So you know, they telling you right off the bat, they're not on your team. So there's no need for me to mess with nobody like that. But there's enough of us, we can win this. You don't have to worry about those people because they're never going to have any power. You are after power. Your heaven on earth is going to bring you power. They're not going to never get any power. So once you get power and they bring their happy ass where you control with the power, they're going to have to bow down to you. And then we're going to be just like the people in church singing that old song. Oh, happy day, oh, happy day, oh, happy day, oh, happy day. But we're the Lord that has come. We're the God that has come. Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. And so, in conclusion, I'm going to say this. Again, for those who can't hear well, we are not here to save nobody. We are not a Messiah. We're not a Savior. I'm not responsible. None of us here, we're not responsible for nobody except ourselves. These people are grown folks. I'm not responsible for grown folks. We offer you a vision. We give you a purpose. We give you a plan. And we set the goal. Now, if you want to get on board the soul train, cool. Choo-choo. If you don't, oh well. You get what you deserve. And what you deserve is hell. And that's what you got. And that's where your happy ass is going to stay. In hell. Now, for me, contrary to popular belief, because we don't do religion here, but people have called me a prophet. They have called me a messenger. because I am bringing you a message and I'm bringing you a warning. Take it, as Elijah Muhammad said, take it or let it alone. And I'm like Tupac. If you leave it alone, I'm not mad at you. That's your choice. And you have to suffer the consequences of your choice. And we are right now are suffering the consequences of our choices. That's why your happy ass is a modern day slave. You got plenty of scholarship, plenty of money, plenty of education, plenty of religion, plenty of God. Look at your condition. Doing the same old loser stuff over and over. Didn't you learn anything from the past? It didn't work for our people in the past. What make you think it's going to work for us in 2021? You got to do something different. So shout out to Brother Maurice Muhammad and the Mississippi Initiative and those brothers and sisters who have acted on a different idea, a different strategy, who are actually in Mississippi. Shout out to Brother Maurice and our brothers and sisters in Mississippi. Our channels have been terminated. There are those who seek to slander and destroy what we call the Realities Temple. But we stand strong, we stand proud, and we are still the most powerful voices on YouTube. A little small channel, and all these folks is upset in an uproar over us. Oops, I might be almost blocked the wrong person. That thing, no, he look like it's flying. Block this. There we go. Got the right person. Almost got you, Mello. With all the drama, look where we at. You would think because we've had our channels destroyed, you think these people would be happy. They cried more than when the channels was up. It's amazing. These people are crying more than when the channels was up. Wow. And there's some more surprises for you. It's some more surprises down the line that you're going to be shocked. Like, how the heck? I'm trying to mend fences. I don't need a channel. When I can talk from somebody else's channel that was bigger than my channel. And since I have all this money, why can't I pay somebody to talk from their bigger platform? Since I got all this money to spend, I'm a millionaire or whatever it is. Why not do that? Because really it's beneficial. Because it makes us stronger and stronger. The more people know us, get stronger and stronger. That's a good investment. Somebody so jealous, they asked me for an interview, and now I want to give them the interview. They don't want to do it. Why is that? It's because we are so strong. Everything has been fired at us, and now the tide has turned in our favor. And everything about our enemies is going, it's like the Jacksons. Down, it's going down, 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 down. Yeah, down. It's going down. and we still rising. Amazing. But that's expected. That's what happens when you stand on a strong foundation and you stand on truth. The reason why what you're doing is falling apart because you know that you stand on falsehood, you stand on weak ground. And when people begin to think for themselves, when they use common sense, logic, and be analytical, they're going to see that don't even make any sense. But as long as they are emotional and not really looking at things and take what you say on face value, you all right. But that's not no surprise because that's what happened to us when we are involved in religion. It's a lot of things in religion and spirituality that don't make any sense, but we just accept it on face value. I believe in that. I believe that make me feel good. I love the Lord. Woo. Yeah, man. So on that note, I thank you for joining us. And look, that's right. Now there is a sucker that I need to deal with, but we are going to concentrate to continue to push Operation Exodus Mississippi campaign. And like I said, we're not going into 2022 with all this nonsense because really, I mean, we've accomplished what needs to be accomplished. And there's really no need for us to continue, messing with people who lost the battle. I mean, it's clear. The battle is lost. No. You have people just like during the Civil War, there were people in the South that refused to believe that the South lost. Hey, Ebony. What's up, Ebony? Ebony found us. What's up, Ebony? I don't know who this RuPaul person is. I get him a little shine. Thank you, Ebony. And so what we need to do, share this video and ask other content makers, would they play the video for us? If you could, so that we can get back on track. Because that's what I'm going to do. I want to send a shout out to Facebook. Send a shout out to Facebook. We are simulcast on Facebook. And actually, I get more views on Facebook than I do on YouTube. Actually, I do. I actually get, now don't get jealous, YouTube. I love YouTube. But for some reason, I get more views on Facebook. And actually, Soul Liberation Day is probably my most viewed video. There's no hatred on this video. There's no negativity. Well, these people, they find negativity in anything. But we're not negative here. We're not slamming nobody. We're not beefing with nobody. This is Soul Liberation Day. Just bringing a message of reality, inspiration, and motivation. And making it very clear, if you want something new, we got to become new. We're not going to be successful in Mississippi or Africa or anywhere on the earth unless we change and become something new. And even Elijah Muhammad, or I believe it was Marcus Garvey, they was teaching, in the current condition that we're in, we can't go nowhere. On this planet, nobody's going to accept us in the condition that we're in right now. Nobody's going to accept us. we would be outright murdered going outside the United States with the mentality that we have here. People around the earth is not going to tolerate our silly behaviors. They're not going to tolerate it. You're going to find a lot of African Americans with their heads chopped off in Africa. That's what's going to happen. We can't be what we are, the way we behave and act in America, in foreign lands. They're not going to tolerate it. He go Grand Puba. I don't know and don't understand I just decided to give you a little shine. I don't know exactly what you're saying. I guess that's a good comment. I'm not really sure. But well, Mello says Grand Puba is a lyrical legend. Yeah, but this is not the Grand Puba that we know of, I don't think. Anyway, again, thank you for everybody who joined us this afternoon. I much appreciate it. We're still strong. We're still here. And we still are the most powerful voices on YouTube. Nothing has changed. Ebony says, I'm glad I came. Nandy is live. Oh, now. Almost distracted me. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of here because I want to see what Sister Nandy has to say also. Shout out to Sister Nandy, Black Sign, and all those on her chat room, Terry, and Kimberly Davis, of course. All those over there that help us in our little problem that we've been having, who can actually see the truth. Let me put this up. Let me put y'all last comments up here. MD says, peace to everybody in the chat. Whether you believe it or not, OEM is a social political movement. It is my goal to bring OEM to all freedom movements and unite as one to truly liberate our people. There we go. See, that's what I'm talking about. And even MD20 would tell you that our relationship been a little rough. He gave me warnings and whatever. I got caught up, whatever. But this is a brand new beginning. This is a whole new ball game. And the mistake, we learn from the mistakes of the past. Okay. Oh, this is our Grand Puba. Okay. Yeah, it's messed up. It came from out of nowhere. You know what Sinetta done. And gonna have to find a way to pay him back. Gonna have to find a way to pay him back. Cannot let him get away, because if Reality's Temple can be terminated, Black News 102, Sinetta Studios can be terminated too. How I'm gonna get it done, I don't know right now, but it's gonna get done. I'm gonna make life, and I'm also gonna join all those people who don't like him. So you just made yourself an enemy that you did not have. So brother 85 says, let's go. RuPaul said, tell Guy I said hi. And Mello says she's going to Nanny's chat. I am too. We getting out of here, y'all. MD is fired. Twin Pyramid is in the house, or was in the house. We're already 5,000. As Don Cornelius used to always say, as important. I hope that I did a decent job for Soul Liberation Day. And I hope that we can be here next year, same soul time, same soul channel. And we can talk about our progress and what we accomplished and how we're moving, and even if it's an individual, we are changing. We want to become something new. We want to go through a metamorphosis from the caterpillar to the butterfly. That's what we want to do. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. That's right. Soul power forever. Get on board the soul train. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Choo-choo, choo-choo. Don't be scared. So in the words of our ancestor, Don Cornelius, used to say in pardon, I wish us love, peace, and so we out.